Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Interested in having a browse? Oh, I just set up shop yesterday. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but this little hole in the wall was. Hidden gems. Yes, hidden gems. That's what I decided to call it. It's a good name, I think. Doesn't tell you too much, just enough to get your interest, and to maybe, just maybe, get you looking in the window. And if I'm extremely lucky, I'll get you through the door. Now, do tell me what it was that caught your attention in the window. I noticed you gave it a quick once over. We have a wonderful selection of things here: oddities, curious, collectibles, you name it. We've probably got it somewhere, either on the shelves, or in the cabinets, or even in the back. As much as I'd like to pretend that I'm all set up and ready, I'm afraid that's not quite the truth. There's still boxes in the back, I'm afraid. Items to be catalogued, priced, and placed in the shop front. So, as I said, if there's anything you have in mind, don't be afraid to ask. You never know what might be lurking in the dark corners of the back room. But for now, I understand you are just looking. It's awful when you're just having a look at the shop's wares, and the staff won't leave you alone. "Oh, may I help you?" they say. But it's not help they're looking to offer. It's a high-pressure selling tactic. No, I won't be practicing any of that particular behavior with you. However, I would just like to bring your attention to one or two lovely pieces we currently have, to give you an idea of what we can offer. Here, in this cabinet, can you see that pendant? The ruby set in a silver orb, held in a clasp of twisted branches. Beautiful, isn't it? Real ruby and real silver. A very fine chain, all hallmarked. You would think that it's just a pretty piece of jewelry, wouldn't you? But you'd be incorrect. Oh, this is a fine piece of workmanship, yes, but it comes with a rather storied history. It was created by a Scottish noble for his much younger wife. She came from parts unknown, which wasn't too unusual back in the day. He was besotted with her, and had the necklace made. She in turn accepted it, and wore it every day until her death, which wasn't even so much time later. One night, she simply vanished. The locals were surprised, of course, but not as surprised as they were when her body washed up on the shore, several islands over. Necklace still in place. The Lord kept the necklace, but gifted it to his eldest daughter once she was of age. And 2 or 3 years later, the daughter disappeared. Briefly, she washed up as well, but much, much later. About 100 years later, as it happens. Oddly enough, the necklace had tangled up with her skeleton. Now, this necklace has been through several different hands since then, but it does tend to have a remarkable, reliable pattern. The wearer becomes quite fascinated with the closest coast, or body of water. They grow sick with longing for the seas, and then one day, they disappear. But they always come back. The necklace makes sure of that. Oh, An item you would purchase for yourself? Goodness, no. That'd be a terrible idea. But the perfect gift for an interfering mother-in-law, or a wife standing between you and your happiness. I don't keep records of who purchases what, by the way. What about this? A very pretty little cup, isn't it? Now, I'm afraid my knowledge of this item is somewhat limited, I'm afraid. It's karatsu, and I'm afraid I only have the one cup left. It used to be part of a set, so I'm told, for traditional Japanese tea ceremonies. I'm afraid that karatsu ware is not considered to be the best option out there. But I think once you hear of this little cup's properties, you'll be quite forgiving. This cup can be used to serve any drink you wish. To be quite honest, you won't even need to serve the drink. Simply pour some water into the cup, and then into your subject. Chosen subject. Once the subject consumes the liquid from the cup, it has the same effect as a truth serum. Except this actually works. I would, however, warn any prospective buyer of this item. You don't always want to hear the complete truth. You can do your best to control the flow of conversation, but the average subject finds itself compelled to confess to every hidden secret and feeling they have ever been afraid to expose in the world. In short, you could use this to see if your beloved feels the same way about you. But you're just as likely to find out that they once struck a hitchhiker and left him for dead. Double-edged sword, you see. Am I taking up too much of your time? Perhaps only one more item, yes? Let me think. What would be best to show you now? Here. Are you old enough to remember Magic 8 Balls? Time moves so quickly nowadays. Now, the toys are nothing special, of course. They're nothing but toys. But once in a while, even toys can develop abilities. And this particular one is something quite special. This one actually tells the future, but not for the person who holds it. The only catch, I suppose. Shall I demonstrate? Let me see. Why don't we pry into the future of one of our local school teachers? Mrs. Abernethy will do the trick. Oh, we don't need to ask a question. The ball doesn't work that way. It simply tells you what you need to know. Interesting. It seems she'll be here in just a few minutes. Looks like she's embarking on a local history project for her class. There's quite a bit of opportunity for me there. And now, I really must conclude the tour. I don't mean to be rude, but since you're not in a purchasing mood, I'll thank you for your interest and look forward to the next time you come in. You'll have quite the story to tell me then, won't you? Well, I suppose that doesn't happen yet, but it will. Oh, no use in worrying. There's nothing you can do to stop events that are already in motion. Best to just be careful about making any enemies and avoid stirring the pot. Keep your head down and your chin up. We're already entering phase 2, you see. Do take care. I'll see you later.